Surprise, mother. There goes our rear diff. Precision turbo.
Nothing like the morning drive to work at RSP.
Do this. Oh, can't show that on camera. You guys want to know what a fully built S10 RSP truck can do? Oh! That's what a Thursday morning is like at RSP. Live.
RSP is the best car company and performance company ever.
Track mode, manual mode, 1500. A lot of cool cars out here today. I'm pretty sure he's got a Gen 6 Whipple. I think it's a 3.0, built transmission, fuel system, full E. Here's another guy I raced when he was having problems, but he got everything sorted out. He's got this ESS kit. I'm not sure what the pulley size is, but he does have a fuel system and built trans. So these guys are both running pretty quick numbers. It'll take, you know, them spinning or something happening for me to beat them, but hopefully we can get lined up and get a race. This guy owes me because I beat him last time, but. All right, here we go. We're about to race this Gen 3 Mustang. He's got the built trans, fuel system, injectors, and ESS kit. This rematch has been a long time coming, so I don't know. I think he's got me. We're gonna have to take off good. I know the track's not really there today. A lot of people been spinning. I spun, which I usually never spin here, so this could be a driver's race. All right, here we go, baby. Heart pumping. I know he's quick. He's got the drag pack, so, man, I might want to dry hop it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll probably give it a little dry hop, just to really get him good. Don't like doing that. Let's hope it paid off here. Heart's pumping. I'm gonna have to get them. Good light. 0.0. 0.1. Here we go. Exactly why I don't like to do that. Can't move. Yeah. Pretty sure we broke the diff, or we broke the transmission, or an axle. I'm not really sure. And that's exactly why I don't like to dry hop it. Let's get out and see the damage. Look at that right there. A little puddle. Coming from that diff dripping. So hopefully we got an extra one somewhere. Well, there goes our rear diff. Done. Toasted. Kaput. That's exactly why I don't like dry hopping it, man. Not to say that's what did it, but definitely could have been. What do they say? That's drag racing. Well, not what I would call a successful day drag racing, but sometimes you break stuff. Like I said, I do not like to dry hop this thing, and I did try to make that the best race possible. I knew he was running about 9.2, 9.4, so I knew that we're gonna have to hook, and we spun the first time, so I want to try to do everything I could possible. So it just ended up biting me, and hopefully James or somebody else has an extra differential and I can get it put in, because we do have that big drag race coming up on the 19th, so we can't miss that. We gotta find a way to make it, so we'll see what happens. And we crossed the traps doing about 40 miles an hour and run a 20-second pass. That's my attempt of making a joke out of this. You can't take this stuff too seriously. You have to expect for this to happen. Had high hopes for this day. Wanted to race that GT500. Got this GT500 right here. Wanted to beat that ESS Kit Gen 3 Mustang, but it don't always work out that way. Sometimes it just happens. The question is now, do I go billet diff, or do I find a stock used one? Oh, here she is, yet again, on the back of a tow truck. Don't worry, we're gonna get her fixed faster than anybody thinks. Well, it's been about 1 week since we blew the rear diff at the track. And here we are at RSP headquarters in Maryland. And a lot of people are probably thinking that I'm here to get my rear differential fixed. And that's not why we're here. I could have done that at home. James said, hey, I got an extra rear diff, I'll send it to you. And a lot of people probably think, and this is what I've been telling everybody, is that the Trackhawk's getting a triple pump. And they're probably thinking that's why I'm here. And that is one of the reasons why I'm here, but what a lot of people don't know is, and what I've been keeping a secret from a lot of my close friends and even family, is the 426 Trackhawk's getting a Whipple. It's been long enough. Everybody knows about the shootout on the 19th at Milan Dragway, the back of the track heavyweight shootout that the Trackhawk's gonna be in. I've been keeping this a big secret because I don't want anybody to know. I'm probably gonna drop this video the Sunday or the Monday after the race, so it's gonna be a big secret. The Trackhawk is finally getting a Whipple after all this time. It's officially going to be a Stage 2 RSP Trackhawk. But I'm going to walk you guys inside and go over the process. So hit that like button. It's about to go down. Well, here we are, back at RSP. It's been about a week since it went down at the track. Hit up James. He said, bring it down. I'm the one who removed the rear differential and got it to roll up on the trailer, because when I got dropped off at the house, the tow truck driver had the bed fully tilted down, and that transfer case was still so locked up, he had to jerk it off. So I ripped out the rear differential. James said he had an extra one here. Dan and them put it in, and then we did figure out that it was also the T case that was messed up too. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering why my transfer case cracked on the left side about right here. And I think it was because of my sway bar end link. It's kind of hard to see. I'm gonna do the best I can here, but I had it re-welded. I will insert a picture up here of what it broke and what it looked like. So this snapped and pushed this sway bar, or what happened was, is it let this come back. It let this assembly right here come back, okay, because this is what holds or makes this more sturdy, right? It keeps that right there. This was allowed to come back and crack this rear differential right there from putting force on it. So a lot of you are probably thinking, why did I just have that sway bar end link welded and put it back on there? Because it's gonna happen again. One thing I kind of messed up was I launched this thing at like 22, 2300 RPMs, And James was like, no, you don't want to do that. Sometimes less is more. But I also did order another set of sway bar end links from another company. I'm not getting paid, and there's no kind of benefit for me saying this, but it's the AAD set. I'll put them up here. They're a lot more solid. We're gonna see how they work out. These ones were B Woody. I can't say anything bad about them because, like I said, it might have been my fault for launching too hard, but to me, they're just not as well built as the AAD one. So that's what I'm gonna go about as to fix the problem with the sway bar end links. Hopefully this never happens again. So I hit up John Sipple, and he was like, hey, bring it down, switch it out. I have one built for you. And that's what I'm gonna do later today. I'm gonna go meet them at MIR because they're actually coming up here for the Hemi. Yeah, they're actually coming up here for the Hemi Modern Shootout. So that should be fun. Maybe if we get it back together before then, we can take to the racetrack too. Here's RSP's new race car right here, or race truck.
Race truck.
Just picked it up last night. Oh, damn.
And the flavor of the race truck.
This thing's gonna be a bad mamma jamma. Can't wait to show you guys what this thing can do. So here's the transfer case right here. Dan got it out in like 20 minutes flat, maybe less than that. And he's working on getting the fuel system in it. For those of you that don't know, we are switching to a Fore triple pump on this thing because a lot of people are worried about me being on a booster pump. So Dan's putting the triple pump in the tank right now. One little piece of info or knowledge that Dan dropped on me is obviously this is a saddle tank, right? See it? Saddle. Well, with the stock pump, it has a siphon on this side so that when it gets low, it sucks it or siphons it back to this side. When you guys switch to a triple pump, it's not gonna do that, so you guys need to be a little more careful. So don't make any hits. You know, to be safe, we say under a half tank. You could probably go to 3/8 of a tank, but just to be safe, no full throttle hits under half a tank. And there it is, the Fore fuel system. So Dan's moving right along. Can't wait for this thing to go full throttle. So another little piece of knowledge or game I can put you guys on is, if you notice, Dan removed all the heat shielding. Most people or most shops, when they do a fuel system on one of these Trackhawks or cars, they just run it right underneath here and zip tie it up. And you can have problems with that hanging down, zip tie brakes or whatever, but doing it this way, you keep the fuel lines away from the exhaust, and it keeps it even cooler because it's behind the seat shielded, protected, everything. So really a lot more of a professional way to do it. So a lot of people think that RSP just works on Trackhawks and Hellcats, but what we have right here is a newer Ram. You got to get out of the video. That's getting this. And if you don't know what this is, by the red block, this is a red eye block. So he had a 5.7 with a Whipple on there. There's the Whipple. And he wants to go more power with it. So what they did is they just picked up the body from the frame, took the old engine out. They're going to hook this red eye up with the heads and everything from that engine, and they're going to put it together. And this thing's going to make big boy horsepower. So it's pretty much going to be like a newer version of an SRT 10. If you older guys know those from like 4, 5, 6 or 5 and 6, they had the Viper V10 motor in there. So I can't wait to see what this thing's going to do with the red eye short block and the Whipple. It should make some pretty crazy horsepower. But yeah, they're doing everything, fuel system, everything. They can do whatever you want. So now that we're going Whipple with the Trackhawk, if anybody is looking for a 2.7 red eye blower that's ported by Kong and rebuilt by Kong, let me know. We're gonna keep it here at RSP. If you wanna know, you can hit me up or you can hit James up at RSP and they'll get you hooked up with that red eye blower. It's been great. Ran a 969 for me without a fuel system. What do you think it would have ran with the fuel system? Maybe 9.3?
I think we were pretty tapped with it.
Even without the fuel system?
Yeah,
Really?
I think it's pretty much at the limit of that blower.
Yeah. So if you want to run 9.6s, you can. Just hit me up on Instagram or hit James up. You know, I'll put his phone number up and you can get yourself a red eye blower. And we're going to sell it with the 4 rails and everything like that. It's a nice blower, but we're trying to go eighths with this thing now. So what Dan is doing right now is he's just retorquing the heads. That's an important thing that you guys are gonna want to do. If you're making big power, like Dan just said, if you're making big power, one thing you're gonna want to do is retorque your head studs, 135 foot-pounds.
625 studs.
For the six.
Yeah, the 625 studs go to 135 foot-pounds. If you got the black studs, they're 105.
Yeah. So.
But you know, stock blower, you don't really need to worry about it. But if you're putting big power down, you want to retorque them.
So I don't even know if I said anything in the video yet, but we are putting these rocker supports on. I also got the collars with them, and I got to shout out my boy Nick from 797 Performance. He hooked me up with these, got them in one day, so appreciate it, Nick. Put those on so we can run higher RPM and not really have to worry about it. Pretty much a must. Anybody that's got a fully built Hellcat engine has those and runs those for that reason. So little peace of mind running high RPM with the Whipple.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we did get the collars for the shafts, but being that this has the dual valve springs, the diameter of the valve spring doesn't allow for these to be used. So we're just using the shaft supports and going together.
Yeah. So there they are. Even though we couldn't fit the collars, we did upgrade to the ARP bolts, and they're looking pretty. Get ready for 10,000 RPM. So a little update on the fuel system. Dan is moving right along. Like I said earlier, this is how they tuck it behind the heat shroud. And nice and neat. Fuel system up here, nice and tucked away.
You know, it's real important when you install the fuel systems that you take the precautions and the inevitable, like, worst case scenarios. And a lot of times what we see with our competitors is, you know, they'll take the easy route and run it on the outside. You know, your crash crumple zone. If, like, let's say you get T-boned and your fuel line's right here. Well, what are you going to step out of?
Right.
What are you going to crawl through your car and grab your baby out the back? Like, you get hit here. This is protected. This is why the OEM runs it in this location. Mm-hmm. And when we lay these lines in and we make designs, we try really hard to stay on an OEM program because, like, it's there for a reason.
Right. And that's the RSP difference. It's not done the easy way. It's done the right way. Yes.
You know, like, a lot of times you'll see fuel pressure regulators sitting on the front of somebody's strut tower, like literal crumple zone. Like,
but
who thought that was a good idea?
But it was easy, quick, and that's the way they did it.
I mean, yeah, like,
do you guys think this was easy for Dan to do? Like, this takes a lot of stuff to do.
It's not only just taking lines out and removing your drive shaft and this and that. It's the Nomex sleeve. It's the fire sleeve. It's the, you know, everything's put up there and secured with straps. It's just
nice.
Not the same thing with what you're seeing out there.
Right.
We're not doing what you're seeing. And this is the beginning of why the results of our trucks are so much different than our competitors.
Yep.
It all starts with things like this. And it goes out all the way out to the performance, to the tune, everything. But it's just so important to take these precautions and steps. And we compete with a lot of guys that take shortcuts, so it makes it real easy to look good.
100%. 100%.
You know.
And it's like you said in the previous video about my engine. Places will charge the same price or more that you guys charge and do a lesser job.
Yeah. Like, literally, I had a guy get a quote on a cam from a big shop in the Chicago area. Right?
No names.
No names. No reason for a name, but they quoted the guy $11,000, and I challenged the guy to ask him, like, how did it add up to $11,000? Like, what are they charging them 80 hours? Does it go off a book rate? Mm-hmm. Like, what are they just charging fluff because of their name? It just doesn't make sense. Like, what's the business model? Just rape the customer?
Yep.
And it's just crazy to me.
Keep your car for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. You always got to call.
We don't have the luxury to keep your car here for 4 or 5 weeks. Like, I have high turnover. We don't have tons of lifts. We have expensive real estate in this area. Like, We need to turn them over.
Yep.
And the best way to keep a good name is get people their cars back.
For sure. Headed to the racetrack to meet Sipple. Got to pick up my transfer case. Should be there in about an hour. Well, here we are at MIR. We got John Sipple himself. Here's RT case. And he was nice enough to hurry up and build one before he left for a replacement. Can't thank him enough. If you guys need a transmission, Hellcat, BMW, pretty much anything. They're even getting to the Coyote 10R80 game. Sipple Performance. Got the new transfer case secured. This is actually the one that came out of Dragway. The damaged one, or at least the one we think is damaged, we're hoping that's what the problem is in here. And here's a little something of what they got going on this weekend. I'm not going to tell you what's underneath the hoods of these, but they plan on going fast.
We got to get this thing fully built, maxed out, everything.
Dude.
Every part.
Precision turbo, still going, baby.
72, 75. Literally, it's, you know who built the trans in that? It's like Playland
All the time. Adult toys, baby.
I said every day is going to be Christmas.
Simple speed trans.
Of course.
Man.
Simple speed trans and T-case.
Fully built.
We don't do anything but deal with our boy.
Safety first, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, this thing is, beamers do not shut the fuck. If you don't, look, we had the, look at the boost gauge on the dash. This shit is ridiculous. Look what we did. 60 PSI.
Bro. This thing is nuts.
It's gotta turn off. It's gotta.
Okay. This thing, my seatbelt self-tightened.
Yeah.
Like
Shit's
some
about
Back to
go
the Future.
down. My Benzes do that too, actually.
This thing's nuts.
Yeah, look, this guy's genius.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it. Yeah.
It's going down in the morning.
Nothing like the morning drive to work at RSP.
Yeah, it's going down.
This thing is nuts. I need one of these. M3, M4.
Yeah,
what do you think?
M2, M3, M4 you need, yeah.
Man.
You should just have one in the fleet.
This is just a sick daily. Like,
I mean, this
all-wheel drive.
This is probably going to be running low 8s.
That's crazy.
That's what it's built for. Yeah, like, this has got a simple trans in it.
Smack my head off the back of the seat.
And then, like, we're running open dumps, so that's why it's, like, mayhem in here.
Now, like, how much for a build like this?
60 probably.
60?
But that's built engine, the best turbo kit. This has a collection of all the best parts.
That's
Literally.
not bad. 60 for run low 8s?
Yeah, it's really not. Compared to a Hawk, these are more cost effective to go fast. But there's nothing like going fast in a Grand Cherokee.
Yeah. It's a good date night car, though. She might be a little thrown aback by a...
Well, you can put an exhaust on it and it's like normal.
Right. Gotta get the DD first thing in the morning, baby. You know that you roll up here every day with a different car? They're like, what's this guy doing for a living?
Nah, they're like, can we hop in and leave with
For
you?
real.
It's like, Jesus.
Hey, and the order is extra large cream and sugar. That's the RSP fuel.
Yeah. Extra large cream and sugar every day.
Every day.
Gets real.
This thing is
drink
ridiculous.
2 of them till our eyelids start shaking, and then we gotta chill.
Road trip, yeah. If it's a road trip, definitely gotta have 2.
Okay, Stacy said he's. I have
Business first thing in the morning.
This is a surprise. This is your surprise. We gotta do this.
Oh, can't show that on camera. Can't show that.
Loading.
Yeah. So that's going down 100%.
100%. We gotta take care of him. When we get off, we'll call him.
All right, we gotta pause the video real quick. Gotta talk business. All right, let's take this thing for a ride.
Somebody hold the laptop.
I'm your man.
We got this thing driving like a dream now. All right.
You guys want to know what a fully built S10 RSP truck can do? We're about to find out here. So this is the new shop truck. They just picked it up. James threw a brand new tune on it and woke it up. This guy don't even know what he had.
There we go.
Little 2-step action. Hey, she's a little spicy. Woo! Hot damn.
Yeah. She does her thing. Oh, shit, what was that? Did you see that?
There's only one person that can drive like that on this road, and it's us.
Yeah, she just fucking ran the
She pulled the RSP move.
What was that? She's gonna kill us.
Yeah. Guys, good thing we put our seatbelts on.
Yeah.
Oh, instant boost, man. Jesus.
There's no blinkers. I don't know why I'm even trying to get
Yeah. Hey, it's a thought that counts.
Yeah, this thing's rowdy, right?
Unbelievable. Super light. Are we gonna say how light it is?
It's like 2,700. We gotta find a skip. She ain't see. She just flew the red light.
She's over here texting like we are. She's on the phone. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Yeah, I sure know if cops pull up.
I don't want you to get.
No idea. No, we gotta go left.
Okay.
Was it shifting? I couldn't even tell. There's too much things going
I'm
on.
holding on for dear life. The last thing I was looking at was the computer.
Yeah. It gets into it shifts way to shift.
We got the green.
You gotta bring my gauges up. Oh shit. Hit that right there.
Damn. She don't turn real well.
You don't turn it.
Hey, she's made to go straight. Oh! Jesus! Hey, just a random Thursday at RSP. Jesus Christ!
Yeah. I like this thing.
Oh, this thing is a lot. This thing is a lot of fun.
Wait till we put a real turbo on it.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing's
got that precision to go on it.
This thing's just got like a cheap $500 turbo on it. And still she moves out.
I keep using the blinkers, but they're not.
Death trap, man.
It's a cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in love with this thing.
Yeah, this is man, like I love a Trackhawk. Don't get me wrong, nothing like a Trackhawk, but this is something different.
Something different.
Yeah.
It's just a teeny bit different.
It's how light it is and the power and the turbo. It's like that's
why
why
we get this tune up in this thing right.
that's why I want to go turbo with the Trackhawk. It's like Supercharger's great and everything, but nothing like turbo.
Yeah, nothing like this where we can just turn the boost up and make it work.
Scare the crap out of people.
Let it eat.
Man, my freaking heart is thumping.
Yeah, this thing is my heart's thumping in case a cop gets behind us.
Hey, no plate, man. We're out of here, bro.
Now it's got an antique fucking, I don't even know what this thing is from.
Should have a death trap license plate.
Yeah, so this is officially getting blessed as G-Clone.
Woo-hoo. Oh my God.
This is where it's at, right?
Yeah. This is race car stuff.
So the reason it's so groany is because it's got a Hydra boost and it's got some little power steering pump that can't barely support everything. But the power steering pump actually is supporting the brake booster.
Ah.
So we're gonna get our E85. It's pretty fast.
This thing's ridiculous. I used to be in the Army. Man, this is like being scared for your life in this thing. It's like that video of that guy, I think it's Autotopia on YouTube.
Yeah.
When he like, the guy's brakes go out and he just smashes his whole face.
You're like,
That's what this thing feels like.
she's dialed in now.
Yeah. Got the idle figured out. It's like a regular street truck.
Yeah, it actually drives
Really well.
way better than I thought. Fuel pressure came up when we filled the tank up. Who we guess?
Probably a little low. Hey, it's an LS.
Yeah, it's alright.
$400, get a new one.
This doesn't. And check. Coolant temp 189. No lifted head.
Yeah.
Alright, let's start the logger.
It's got good street manners. You would never know this thing's got that kind of power.
Yeah. You wanna know? I wanna get a nice little straight, get it in the third. What's our CTS?
191.
Alright, let me know when the RPMs get to 65.
I think you hit 67. You short shifted it
I was
the
scared
first
as
time. I
It's starting to
fucking,
get fast.
I love this thing, dude.
What's our coolant temp at?
196. 197, 196 floating.
coming down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't break it. I did not mean to downshift it there.
196,
Yeah, it's good.
staying steady. Yup, she's a rowdy girl.
Rowdy girl. Now we can check the So wait, on that last one, that was second gear all the way to red line. You see how much harder it pulls out when now it's short shifting?
Yeah. Because what, you hit second and third though, right?
No, that was just second gear right there.
What?
Yeah. So when we come around this, I'm gonna get straight. Where are we at? Temp wise, okay.
191, 192 floating around.
Now you're gonna have to tell me when we get to our depth.
65. Oh! Oh! It did hit like 75, it didn't shift. Yeah. Yep. 67. I don't know what happened that
Let's
time.
see if we broke it now.
Yeah.
Got some RPM in it now.
Yeah.
See, the oil pressure still the same?
Oil pressure's good, 31.
Still the same now?
Yeah. We're good. It like shifted and then didn't.
Yeah, it was blowing through the shift. I was trying to pull timing. I'm gonna have to keep adjusting it too.
You think we need more fluid in the trans?
No, I think it's just blowing through it. Power wise.
Well, it's got the power. And that's what a Thursday morning is like at RSP, if you were wondering. This thing is gonna be dangerous. She's gonna hurt some feelings once they get this thing all sorted out. Dan's gotta go through here, tie up all the wiring, and probably gonna put a bigger turbo on it, but 2,600 pound, modern day Cyclone. Watch her on the street. RSP, baby. Just got done taking a ride in the RSP race truck. Came back, Dan's already got the transfer case in. You see how he tucked this fuel line in here? Fuel filter back here. Everything looks factory. Look at that. He molded the heat shielding around the fuel line. That's craftsmanship right there. And here's the 3.0 Whipple. We were gonna go 3.8. We had plans to put a 3.8 on here, but some stuff happened and we're gonna stick with the 3.0. Hopefully we can still get the dub. It is not ported by Kong or anything. It's just a stock 3.0, but I'm hoping she can do well for the shootout. We should be leaving sometime tonight with it. Dan's gonna finish up a couple hours, and then James gonna get on the computer and do the tuning. But yep, super excited. Finally getting the Whipple. Not even sad that it's not the 3.8. Everybody knows about the 3.8 problems, but yep, probably the next step after this. I mean, the logical thing to do is go 3.8, but what I really want to do with the Trackhawk is go twins on it. I mean, I like the twins better. Riding in the race truck with it having a single turbo and how crazy that thing was, it just makes me want to go turbo that much more. And this is the place behind RSP, JRP. This is where they get the parts last minute when they need them. I'm gonna show you guys their card if you guys need anything, preferably before last minute. This is his contact info if it'll focus. Come on. There you go, right there. Hit him up online, or you can give him a call and he can get you whatever you need. God damn! Yeah, definitely a little little bit more boost.
Yeah. She made a little more boost. She made a little more boost. Do we even know what kind of boost she made? This thing's really cool, right?
Real cool. Comes down a lot sooner.
I made some changes. I wanted to try.
All right, Dan's got everything wrapped up. I'll show you the Whipple real quick. He did a great job of tucking everything in there. Nice and neat. Got the regulator mounted there. Like how he ran the lines. Yep, we are running a 3.0 pulley, so we want to drop down to 275, but James didn't really trust me with the way I drive, and we don't have a tensioner for it, so we're sticking with the 3.0. Hopefully that'll be enough to be a competitor in the event, hopefully win it, but we'll see. Dan's got the 85 sensor tucked in back here. She looks good, and we're ready for the first cold start. Let me get back there, and I'll let Dan do the honors. All right, whenever you're ready, Dan. Got a little rattle to it. Nothing too crazy. Live.
RSP is the best car company and performance company ever.
Let them know. We got James cooking up the sauce.
In history.
Yep.
About to let this Whipple eat.
Yeah, she's about to do her thing.
Yep.
Dial.
Yeah, getting everything dialed in right now.
Yeah.
Should be ready to take for a ride.
Crisper idle. Look at those fuel trips. Zoom in on that. I think people need to see. Dial.
What you think it's gonna run? 9.2s?
I don't know.
See?
1050s.
1050s? Hell no.
Let's go out and do a pull. Alright. Come on. You want to come, Dan? Yeah.
He's got nowhere to sit. Going on the first drive right now, backing her out of the shop. See how this Whipple feels. Right here. Battery's running low.
It's okay. Got like still like an hour left.
Gosh.
Trims are still pretty tight. I mean, I guess we're gonna just do it for America, right?
For America. Woo! Man, it really pulls up top. Boy right here, he just taught me something right here. So you undo this little cap, hold that thing on your shoulder, and don't leak nothing out.
Yes, sir.
Tell the channel what's up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, teaching this old dog new tricks. Track mode, manual mode, 1500.